I really think that everybody in the profession should have this book on their shelf, and here's my case for it. We are heading into a time of continued change, accelerated reliance on compliance, which means accelerated importance or risk if we don't get up to speed on it. And what I'm excited to see is compliance leaders be better equipped to go advocate to their CFO, to their CEO, to their board and say, listen, here's the roadmap for going forward. We don't need this in 2 months, but we certainly need to be here in 3 to 5 years. So I'm going to ask for a 10% increase in budget next year for these things, and then it's going to be 20% over that the next year, and then 50% over that after that, because this is what we need to build whatever. If it's an ESG framework, if it's a DOJ framework, if it's just here's how we define ethics at X company. I think that everyone needs, as a compliance leader, if you want to be ahead of that curve and not get caught on your heels by something like COVID, we need to lead our organizations into how to be ready for that. And I think you give us a ton of frameworks and understanding and background, and then the steps to take action on it, so these compliance leaders can build that roadmap. And I think that that's going to be the way for us to unlock the budget, the access, the data, whatever it is to show our teams the roadmap and say, hey, this is where we need to go over time. And I think your book is especially well positioned to help us pick those spots where we need to strengthen and build it up. So go out and get the handbook.
And the ethos of the book itself, again, can help folks who are maybe coming from a limited mindset or a limited mentality with respect to the outcome that they seem to not be able to achieve. It can reframe what's possible for them to do that internal leadership and that internal persuasion, so that there's a little bit more like the argument that's made as you're lining out your 5-year budgetary plan, it can be more persuasive. It can be more, there's more, confidence behind it, because you're leading from the front. You're being proactive with respect to the direction that the program needs to go, instead of, to your point, being on your heels and saying, oh yeah, we need a policy management solution. Right. And I need that, this year. Yeah. You can begin to really lay that groundwork to ascend your department or your function to that new level. Mm-hmm.